Pakistan High Commission. Before we begin the proceedings, I would request you all to join me in observing a minute of silence to express solidarity with the victims of the tragic terror attack that took place in Manchester last night. Thank you. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families of those who lost their lives. To commence the proceedings, I would request Ms. Nishad Riaz, Director at the British Council, Pakistan, to kindly come forward for her remarks.
Assalamu alaikum, a very good evening, and let me welcome the delegates of Going Global who are attending the flagship conference that British Council hosts every second year in the UK. Let me also thank and welcome the delegates who are actually attending this reception kindly and generously hosted by the Higher Education Commission, and given the platform and the dignified platform and the place by the very kind and generous High Commissioner Sayyid Ibn Abbas. So thank you so very much. As we meet here again and we just observe the silence of yesterday's events, these incidents are not very irrelevant in today's world. I see it as a very dangerously connected as well as a fragmented world. It's connected, it's fragmented, it's isolated, there's polarization, and these are the times where we think of education being a very powerful tool to make sure that there's cohesion, to make sure that there are networks who support each other, to make sure we are good human beings. And we develop networks which are very tolerant, which appreciate diversity and pluralism, and also encourage the same. And I think these discussions and these networks are really very important in today's world and very relevant to the discussions we are having at Going Global, and also outside Going Global through the leadership programs and through the work that we do. At British Council, we believe in soft power and the power of bringing people together through connections and through networks. That's why we believe that cultural relations and people-to-people contact is really very important. Emotions, feelings, understanding, trust, these are the key words, of course, which are at the heart of our work. And we do it through our arts programs, we do it through education, we do it through engaging communities and societies, we do it through exams, we do it through by bringing people from 100 plus countries together to make sure that we understand the differences and appreciate the pluralism across the board. I was talking to our country director just before coming to the UK. First of all, let me also convey our sincere thanks to the High Commissioner and his very able team, because we are able to do all the stuff I mentioned because of great role of the Pakistan High Commission in London, as well as in Pakistan. We can't even start a program or do anything without people-to-people interaction. And Pakistan High Commission here, as well as in Manchester, as well as in Glasgow, has been pretty supportive of all our visitors that come from UK to Pakistan to help us support and to help us build that mutual trust and create opportunities and trust between these two countries. And when I speak, I really mean it. Last year only, we had over 100 visitors from the UK under our higher education programs. And I can imagine the volume of visa applications that your kind office has received, High Commissioner Saab. So sincere thank you from our country director, Rosemary, as well as the team. While we speak of the demand for the education sectors in Pakistan, we know it's highly evolving and rapidly growing under the able leadership of Dr. Mukhtar and the HEC itself. We see huge potential and opportunity for the UK sector in three major areas. First, of course, is the access, where Higher Education Commission is striving very hard to make sure that the access to higher education is more than 9%, which is at the moment. Second is the quality of higher education, where UK can play a great role in bringing the best practice. And I know from experience by working with HEC, HEC quality assurance agencies, Royal Colleges, as well as Higher Education Academy, who are here kindly, the University of London programs and others, we have over 75 UK partners helping us to improve the quality of education when it comes to quality. And this is again about people-to-people contact, institution-to-institution contact, and these are about interactions. The third area is about relevance, where we are also looking at UK as a best practice to make sure that universities are not ivory towers. They are talking to communities, they are talking to societies, and they are talking to economies outside the university premises. And there are wonderful examples of UK universities where they have actually broken the ice and gone out of the barriers, where actually universities are not only premises for the creation of knowledge, but also the application of knowledge. I just stop here, and again, thank you so very much for all UK partners, for all Pakistani partners, and the kind High Commissioner who is hosting this second dinner in this month, who also welcomed the Vice Chancellors last month. So thank you so very much. We look forward to be working with you, Your Excellency, and we are part of the 70th anniversary celebration in UK as well as in Pakistan. Pakistan Zindabad, UK.
Thank you for your kind words, ma'am. I would now request Professor Dr. Mukhtar and the Chairman of the Higher Education Commission of Pakistan to please come forward for his remarks.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Excellency Sayyid Abbas, High Commissioner from Pakistan, Honorable Vice Chancellors, colleagues from UK institutions participating in today's event, our High Commission colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and good evening. First of all, on behalf of Government of Pakistan, on behalf of our education sector, let's share with you the griefs, the families which are suffering in Manchester last night even. And we condemn this brutal act by whoever has done it. This is inhuman and nobody can accept it. And our deep condolence with those families which are suffering and their, of course, their loved ones. This is very unfortunate, gentlemen. And it is not only in one part of the world now, it is everywhere in the world. We can see such type of people which are not acceptable. And I think this also desire that we should work together, we should be connected with each other so that we should stop these type of events in the world to make this world a prosperous world, a peaceful world, which is the requirement of the day. And we very strongly believe on those things. Excellency, High Commissioner, you are always kind. I think, Shah, this is the third time Excellency is hosting dinner. First time it was in hotel when we were here for World Education Forum. Then, of course, our leadership team came here. And today, again, he was kind enough that he accepted that we should be coming here and joining him. Pakistan and UK institution, we are collaborating, and it is, I think, the collaboration started right from where we started in 47. When we were having only one university in Pakistan, as I said, in marking time. Punjab University was there only. The rest, there were some schools and other things, but today, alhamdulillah, we have 188 universities in Pakistan, both in public and private sector. And of course, there are a long list. I can talk whatever we have achieved in Pakistan education sector. But the important thing is that in internationalization process, we are doing very good with our international partner as far as university-to-university interaction is concerned, as far as the partnership between the individual researcher and educationist. And now, alhamdulillah, we have very strong base of those collaboration from the UK institution with the US universities, with German, with Australian, with French institution, with Chinese institution, and a lot of spin-off thing we can see. Like Nishat was indicating that we have more than 170 different partnerships with Pakistani and UK universities working together on different projects. And one project only, this leadership training program, we have so much, as of today, I think more than 22 different leadership programs conducted in UK, and we have trained give an opportunity to 500 plus HEC leadership, higher education leadership, including the Vice Chancellor, the Dean and Registrar, bringing them here in UK and exposing them with the different universities. And Dr. David Rock is sitting here, the John is sitting here, and they were the pioneers who started this program with us through British Council. And our friend Kazmi is sitting here, who was the initial initiator from the British Council that we should start this program. So there are so many opportunities, ladies and gentlemen, and I think this is the time we have to, as I said today in the session, that we have to develop those strategic partnerships. Let me put on table, if the people who were not there in that session we were doing, side session, that we are launching two big programs from this year. One is the split PhD program from Pakistan, where we will be training around 2,000 existing faculty members from our public universities to have a split type of PhDs. They have the provision that they can come and spend 1 year in foreign universities with some professor. The government of Pakistan will be paying all those expenses of living and traveling and everything. And there is another ambitious program. Last month we were doing some activities with the British Council, and Mr. Hassan Iqbal, he initiated a very similar project with the US, because in Pakistan these days we have this Kalidones is becoming a very buzzword, famous word in Pakistan, whether it's the CPAT or whatever. And we started a knowledge corridor program with US universities, and the program is that we need to send 10,000 PhDs graduate to get PhD from US universities, hopefully in next 10 years time, and first batch will be leaving, inshallah, in this fall. So we thought, why don't we do similar type of thing with UK? Because from Pakistan side, every time, whenever there's an opportunity to get better education, the choice, our first choice is either UK or US. So we thought, let's have similar type of program, and we are putting this project today, this year, and next year PhD program. We call it PAK UK, Pakistan United Kingdom Knowledge Gateway Program. And this gateway was changed by Nishad, said it is a very common word in the UK, so let's take it as a gateway. So we are putting this thing on table and for your consideration. The target is that again 10,000 students sending to UK only institutions to get their PhDs, because we have a huge gap. Today, even today, if you ask me how many PhD are required in our university system, 30 to 32,000 PhDs are required as of today. This is the gap we are facing today, and the government of Pakistan, especially the present government, is putting heavily on higher education sector, and Prime Minister has directed us to take education to the doorstep of the people. So we have launched another ambitious program in Pakistan. We call it district level kind of access increasing, and the target is by 2019 we have to have 100% access, not access, basically a presence of an education institution, whether in shape of a university or a campus in each district of Pakistan, so that our people should get access to their doorstep, especially the female folks. So these type of initiative we have taken in Pakistan. I think we are doing a pretty good job. We have the partner sitting here where our institutions are coming forward. Their research output is getting better and better. We have been recognized now around the world for the good work our education institutions are doing. I have my Vice Chancellor sitting here. The hard work of as a leadership, their leadership with our researcher, they're doing a pretty good job, and I think this is the time we have to come forward and help each other to make this life more, this world more peaceful and prosperous world. I think this is the objective, and we are here to request you that, we have shown you whatever we are. We have an exhibition, we are putting our stall there, we have all those information there for you. If you think you can be of any assistance, please do that. And if you think we can be of any assistance, please let us know. So this is how we can work, inshallah. Once again, thank you very much for coming here, ladies and gentlemen. And Excellency, our High Commissioner, thank you very much. You are always kind, and your team also. I know when we approached them, you were back home, and they were so kind that they said, no problem, immediately we started working. It was very short time. Your team has arranged this. Thank you very much for all this. Pakistan, Mindabad.
Thank you, sir. Now I would request the Honorable High Commissioner, His Excellency Sayyid Ibn Abbas, to please come forward and address the audience.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum and very good evening to all of you. Chairman HEC, Vice Chancellors, Nishad Riaz, representative of the British Council, distinguished delegates to the conference going global. Let me also begin by condemning the gory incident which occurred last night at Manchester. And we are really devastated by the loss of young lives. And we can relate to this because we have not long ago gone through a similar agony. So I'm sure we are gathered here, the best and the finest minds in the educational field. I'm sure we'll be able to come up with some counter-narrative that why this isolationist and rejectionist worldview, why people go to that extreme when they want to take the others' lives. What to talk of their own lives. That's not important. What matters is, they have been able to sort of take 22 precious lives and injure about another 60. This is a tragedy, and I think we stand shoulder to shoulder with the government and people of this country, which has shown great understanding, and they have been welcoming, and they have been very understanding of the other cultures. So I'm sure people who are living in this country and this society should also have that matching understanding and respect for the host communities. With this, I would say that it's my honor and a pleasure to welcome the delegates of this conference to the High Commission yet again. It's always a pleasure to welcome the best and the brightest minds of our country and of course here. I think I cannot add more to the great and excellent work which the Higher Education Commission is doing in Pakistan, because in the last 13, 14 years of their existence, they have been able to produce, I was just informed by Shah, that they have been able to produce over 9,000 PhDs. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it is still an excellent result. But now hearing from you, Dr. Saad, from the chairman HEC, we still need 30,000. This is an uphill task. But I'm sure where there's a will, there's a way. We'll be able to come up or bridge the gap, because as you very rightly said, Chairman Saab, that we are a country of 200 million people. So I think these are increasing demands, and we have to cater to those. I'm sure, as you said, the Prime Minister has directed the HEC to sort of come up with the solution where we can give the education to the people, higher education to the people at the doorsteps. I think this is quite commendable, this is very good. But I am very encouraged by seeing so many of the colleagues here from the education sector joining all of us tonight, and encouraged because British Council has all along been very helpful and supportive. Of course, so has been the government of UK in supporting all the initiatives. And I'm sure with their support and help, we will be able to bridge the gap, which is about 30,000, as you said just now. Having said that, Dr. Saab and the colleagues, I think this conference, which you are attending since yesterday, I'm sure, is an excellent platform for having a discourse by the best and informed and the finest minds. And I'm sure we stand to benefit, and education, higher education is certainly going to be the beneficiary of that. But in return, not only the higher education, but we all stand to benefit, because I think it's a win-win situation. Because we need to learn from the best practices, but of course, despite all our constraints, or despite all our, shortcomings, we might be also able to add value for our colleagues here. So I think all in all, this conference must have and should give us more to look forward to, and we certainly stand to gain in Pakistan, and of course We always have looked up to UK. UK has been always our preferred destination for our scholars. So I think despite all the changes which are in the pipeline, I am sure we will be able to keep up this momentum. And despite all envisaged changes which are in the pipeline, I hope these communications will continue and there will be no interruption in this process which has been going on for the last 70 years. I'm sure, because these links, these are the bridges which we need to build rather than we have to knock down the walls, which we have been doing for the last 70 years. I'm so pleased that you were able to dedicate one full section to this 70th independence anniversary of Pakistan. We are grateful to the British Council, we are grateful to the organizers that they recognized that this was the 70th of our independence and they dedicated a full section. I'm sure that was very useful. We would be interested to talk to you over the dinner and to see what has been done, what can be done, and we are always there. The High Commission, as Dr. Saab, you said, or Nishad, you have said, we will always be there, because I think this is, for our point of view, most productive exercise which we conduct, because we are trying to get the best from here or anywhere in the world to our country, which we certainly need to upscale our skills. Dr. Saab, you mentioned about the CPAC. Yes, that's the buzzword these days. But of course, with the CPAC, with a lot of investment and all the other paraphernalia comes a responsible behavior as well. So we have to gear up for that in education and languages and everything which comes with that. So I'm sure all said and done this evening, we look forward to having an informed discussion or learn more about the projects which are in the pipeline. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really delighted and grateful to all of you that you could join us this evening after the day-long proceedings. And with this, I would say, bon appetit. Thank you very much. Pakistan.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, with this, the formal part of the program comes to an end. Dinner will now be served, so please enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you very much, and Allah Hafiz.